Today starts the new budget year for Connecticut, and with that, new laws go into effect. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis has the rundown.
For some time, police, fire, and other emergency personnel in New Haven have averaged 1 to 2 overdose cases a day. It spiked last week on one day and was back to 1 or 2 this week.
Martine struggled with addiction, and it started with OxyContins, and then it went to she couldn't get that, and she's ended up being a heroin addict.
A new law imposing a 7-day limit on opioid prescription goes in effect today and is part of a major bill signed by the governor in May aimed at the opioid crisis. The new law also expands the availability and use by emergency responders of the overdose-reversing drug Narcan. As of today, there are over 1,000 fewer state employees in Connecticut than there were just 2 months ago. The new state budget also calls for continued reductions in spending, and more layoffs are likely. Hundreds of nonprofit agencies like the Children's Center in Hamden will have to shut down their residential drug treatment programs.
With the closing of that funding, the 12 beds are gone. We no longer offer a residential substance abuse program.
The governor and legislative leaders boast there's no tax hikes in the new budget, but that's not entirely true. A 25-cent a pack tax hike on cigarettes passed last year goes into effect today, bringing the total state tax on cigarettes to nearly $4 a pack. As of today, the security forces at all 12 of the state's community college campuses can be armed. Many are already certified, but until today had been forbidden to carry firearms while protecting students. Also, as of today, all state colleges and universities must use what's called the affirmative consent standard in determining if a sexual encounter was consensual in an effort to address sexual assault on campuses. I'm Mark Davis, News 8.